Welcome back again to my Let's Play of Blackwell Convergence. Sorry the audio continues to be fairly quiet. If I lean real close to my computer, I can get it as loud as it is now. So, I'm hoping probably next week to make a purchase of headphones with a microphone on them and see if that helps. And I'm also gonna get a beta fish, but that's besides the point. Last game, as I recall, we were still looking around. The Countess had come and killed that artist, and they decided he committed suicide. And I remember I was trying to figure out what the password for this one guy's email would be. It was his childhood nickname from his brother. But I'm not sure how to get him to call him that or anything like that, so if it's a lot of dicking around, I do apologize. I'm gonna try and talk more this time because I've got about an hour until anyone from my family goes to bed, and I don't have my fiance here tonight, so let's get back into it.
Joey, come here.
Can I help you?
Not right now. You know what I think we should do?
What?
Talk to people. Somebody's bound to know something.
Sure, talk to people, because you're so good at that.
I heard about Joseph Mitchell back when I studied journalism. He sounded fascinating. What was he like?
Southern guy, very soft-spoken. Seemed like a wimp, but had more backbone than I gave him credit for.
I can't believe you and Auntie met him.
He almost got your auntie killed. Remember that.
I heard about Joseph Mitchell. He sounded...
Southern guy.
I can't believe...
He almost...
This Meltzer Foundation sounds too good to be true.
In my experience, things usually are.
This Meltzer...
In my...
What does Joe Gould have to do with Frank Lyons? Joe Gould died almost 30 years ago.
So what? I died over Death isn't as fine.
I'm reminded every...
Okay.
That's all for now.
Sure. Come here, darling, let's chat.
Yes?
You're in a sour mood this morning. More sour than usual, I mean.
I'm not sour. I'm just taking this seriously. You should try it sometime.
Hey, I'm just as serious as the next guy. Careful you don't smile, kid, your face might crack. I thought we were done with Mitchell 30 years ago.
Maybe this has nothing to do with Mitchell.
Then maybe pigs can fly. Meltzer seems like a legit outfit, but something shady is going on there.
How can you tell?
Haven't you noticed? All the threads lead there. We just gotta keep following them and see where they lead. This Joe Gould sounds like a loser. Wandering around, begging for drinks, writing a so-called novel.
He was a bohemian, Joey. That's what they did.
Who knew you could become famous just for being a bum?
I think he's interesting.
You think documentaries about squirrels are interesting?
Well, they are.
Well, let's get back to it.
Yeah.
So, she wants me to go talk around. That's the best I think I've got from this.
You ready to go?
Yeah, let's blow this popsicle stand.
Nishanti isn't home. I have no idea who lives there. There's nothing in here but trash bags. Hi, Josie.
Rosangela, gosh, what a horrible night.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Poor Claude, I had no idea what the show was doing to him.
What do you mean?
Well, he killed himself, didn't he? Oh, he grumbled a lot, but I thought deep down he liked the attention. Still, at least his work shall live on.
You're keeping the gallery open?
Of course. Everything here is completely sold out.
Really?
That painting behind you? Yesterday, I couldn't give it away. Today, I'm being offered $5,000 for it.
That's horrible.
That's business, I'm afraid. I feel bad for Claude, but, well, I have debts. I have investors to pay back.
Lucky for you, he died.
That's not fair. I've known Claude for years. I liked him a lot. He never felt his work would be seen by anybody, and now people believe his work has value. That's something, isn't it?
If you think so.
Interesting.
What will you do with the money?
Well, a percentage of it will go to my investors. As for the rest, I don't know. I could sponsor another artist like Claude, or I could give it to charity. I'll need to think about it.
Can I ask you some more questions?
I don't think so, Rosangela. I'm meeting with the buyers today, and I have to get everything ready.
Bye, Josie. Good luck with, well, everything.
Sure, bye. I thought I had that draft fixed.
I know that type. All cool and confident, but it's all plastic. With a little bit of pressure, that plastic will crack.
I don't think Josie would like that. I've seen more of that fire escape than I want to.
I don't float through random doors unless I have to. What do you want me to do, blow on it? Josie said this was the lighthouse on Roosevelt Island. It's been years since I was there. That sad face doesn't fool me for 1 minute.
Okay.
Hi there. Got time for some more questions?
Sure, ask away.
Have you ever heard of a reporter named Joseph Mitchell?
No, sorry.
Come in. Oh, hello. Again?
Have you ever heard of a reporter named Joseph Mitchell?
Sorry, no.
know, if I don't have any notes about that he killed himself,
Thanks for the
it's
chat,
super hard to
Monique.
talk to
Sure.
anybody about it.
Yes,
Hi, me again.
go right in.
I heard you were at the gallery last night.
Yes.
And you saw what happened?
Yes.
Wow. Just wow. What would possess a guy to do a thing like that, huh?
I don't know.
Well, enough doom and gloom. What can I help you with?
It looks like the Park Gallery is going to be successful now.
Yes, Josie certainly has had her work cut out for her.
So do you. Her profits are your profits.
Yes, there is that.
And all it cost was one man's death.
Now that's unfair. What do you expect us to do? Give back the money? We're a private foundation. Money has to come in order for money to go out.
Someone died. Doesn't that bother you?
Sure, it bothers me. Death is a horrible thing. But I don't see what it has to do with us.
Have you ever heard of a reporter named Joseph Mitchell?
That name sounds familiar.
He was a reporter for the New Yorker magazine.
Hey, that's it. Charlie used to work there. Hey, Charlie, did you know Joseph Mitchell?
Everyone knew him, Paul. He was a living legend.
A living legend. How about that?
Have you ever heard of a He was
Hey, that's it. Hey, Charlie,
Everyone knew him, Paul.
a living legend.
Well, thanks for talking to me. I might be back later.
Sure thing. Drop on by anytime.
Stay put, kid. I'm gonna snoop around. He's so engrossed in his book, must be losing.
I can't stand this.
What's the problem now?
I'm getting all sorts of spam. I got 3 from this Tomo person. Who the heck is Tomo?
Just delete them, Paul.
Again, this wireless internet is really up and down today.
It'll come up again in a minute.
Does it want a hug?
Finally, the internet's back up. What's that B-mail password again?
You're impossible. It's Tennis53.
Thanks a mil.
Boy, if I could touch it, that would sure be great.
Doesn't it bother you that anybody with B-mail software can log into our email?
Only if they have. Just don't tell anybody.
Alright, so we do have some... We do have some new information that he used to work on the newspaper.
Hey, when are we going to get a real...
What's wrong with...
Oh, come...
It does the...
At least-
Got something new at least. But now who would I talk to? Oh, there's a dude. It's a nice change.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Nice mug.
Uh-huh.
What's written on it?
Mind your own business.
Rotten day to be out, huh?
I've seen worse.
What brings you out here?
None of your business.
Pretty cool lighthouse, huh?
If you say so.
Could I ask you a couple of questions?
And who are you, may I ask?
Rosangela Blackwell, nice to meet you.
Why do you want to talk to me?
I'm wondering if anything unusual happened here.
Unusual like what?
Just anything unusual.
I've got nothing to say to you.
I'm curious about the lighthouse.
What makes you think I know anything?
Nice mug.
Uh-huh.
What's written on it?
Mind your own business.
Well, see you around.
Uh-huh.
The mug has a company logo on it. It says Gold Tech? No idea what that is. An old guy drinking from a coffee mug.
Well, that's a pretty random thing.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see you around.
Uh-huh.
We can give it a try. And in case any of you are wondering, sometimes I pause a little bit and I'm kind of still for a bit just because I'm answering text messages.
Joey, come here.
Can I help you?
I was thinking, there must be lots of people like Martin Goldwater.
What are you getting at?
It'd be nice if they knew we existed.
Very poetic, darling, but do you really want to spend your life in a padded cell?
No, you're right. What are the chances of Gold Tech being something important?
With our track record, what do you think?
Choked to death. It's the same MO as Frank.
M.O.?
You know, modus operandi. It's what the real detectives say.
Do me a favor, kid, and never say that again.
Choked to death.
M.
You know.
Do me a favor.
That's all for now.
Sure.
Let's go.
Hold your horses, will you? I'm coming.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Are you Marty Goldwater?
Yeah, who are you?
Rosangela Blackwell.
What do you want?
Your son. I heard what happened.
You knew my boy?
No, but I'm looking into it.
You with the police?
No, but I'm sort of freelance.
Well, you can't do any worse than those worthless cops have. So sure, be whatever you want.
How exactly was he killed? The newspaper didn't say.
His neck was crushed.
They said he was choked, but there were no bruises on his neck.
I never heard of anything like it.
Crushed.
Yeah,
Do you have any theories of your own?
of course I do. It was his rival company that did it. Lazarus Technology. They did it, but I can't prove it.
Why do you think this other company is involved?
Look, my boy was a genius. He ran a medical technology firm not far from here as one of their chief researchers. He was making a device that can improve the efficiency of pacemakers. A real breakthrough, he said. But this other firm, Lazarus, was working on the same thing. It was a real race to see who'd finish it first. He didn't eat, he hardly slept, he poured his life into his work. Then one night he called me to say he had finished. He wanted to celebrate. That was the last time I talked to him.
He was killed that night?
Yes, and a few days later the device was registered by Lazarus. No justice, none at all.
So you think someone from Lazarus killed your son?
It's a pretty big coincidence, wouldn't you say? I've tried calling Lazarus, but they refused to talk to me. They eventually put a restraining order on me. At least John went to his grave believing he was a success, for all the good it does.
Have you ever heard of Joseph Mitchell?
Didn't he used to write for the New Yorker?
Yes.
I think I've read some of his work, but it's so long ago I can't remember.
Have you ever heard of the Meltzer Foundation?
No, I haven't.
Have you ever heard of a man named Joe Gould?
You mean Professor Seagull?
You've heard of him.
Sure I did. Back in the day, you'd always see him wandering the West Village. Must have been, 50 years ago. I was a young man then. He called himself Professor Seagull. If you gave him $1, he'd recite poetry in seagull language.
For real?
Who knows? It was a laugh. New York was full of people like that in those days. Times sure have changed.
Have you ever been to a bar downtown called the Minetta?
The Minetta? Is that place still around? Oh, I haven't been there for years.
So you know it.
I used to go there years ago.
Can you tell me anything about the Minetta?
What's to say? It's a bar. I used to live in that area when I was young. I'm surprised it's still around.
Can you tell me anything?
What's this? I used to live. I'm surprised.
Do you know anything about Frank Lyons, the actor?
The dead actor? Who isn't familiar with him these days? I saw the movie. Don't know what all the fuss was about.
Do you know Monique Stallman?
No.
Have you ever been to the Park Gallery?
No, I haven't.
So you think someone...
I've tried. At least...
Anything else you can tell me about John?
It was my son. He had his head in the clouds, but his feet were firmly planted on the ground. He wanted to change the world, and by God, he would have done it. Well, I'll be joining him soon, I'm sure.
Have you ever heard of Joe...
Didn't he used...
Yes. Have you ever...
No.
Do you have any more Joe Gould stories?
Why are you so interested in him?
I just am. Do you mind talking about him?
Oh, not at all. It's nice to remember those days. I can't think of anything else, though.
Can you tell me anything about the Minetta?
What's this?
Okay, so...
Do you know anything about Frank Lyons?
I think that's all from him.
Well, see you around.
Uh-huh.
I read a book about this place. Nobody... Here we go. Lazarus Technology.
Thank you for calling Lazarus Technologies. Please choose from the following options. For general information about Lazarus Technologies, press 1. To inquire about our products, press 2. To speak to an operator, press 3. Lazarus Technologies is the world's leader in biomedical and biomechanical engineering. We supply research and development to hospitals and clinics throughout the world. Lazarus Technologies is supported by a generous grant from the Meltzer Foundation. If you would like to request a product catalogue, please speak to a customer representative. You have reached the General Office mailbox. Please leave a message and someone will get back to you shortly.
Joey?
This had better be important, sweetheart.
I was thinking, there must be lots of...
What are you...
It'd be
very...
No. I think we've learned everything we need to know.
Have we?
I don't know about you, but my reporter sense is tingling.
Sweetheart, you wrote book reports.
Reviews, Joey. Book reviews. Let's just get over to the Meltzer Foundation office. That's all for now.
Sure.
As long as my instinct was right. And that's where we need to go next.
Let's go.
All right, I'm coming.
Nishanti isn't home.
Go right in.
Hi, Paul.
Hi again. What can we do you for?
Have you ever heard of a guy named John Goldwater?
No, sorry.
I heard that your foundation gave money to Lazarus Technologies.
Oh, yes. That was one of our first success stories.
I heard that your foundation gave money to Lazarus Technologies.
Oh, yes. That was one of our first success stories.
Have you ever heard of a guy named John Goldwater?
No, sorry.
I learned something interesting about Lazarus Technologies. It rose to success on the shoulders of a murdered man.
That's a strong thing to say.
It's true. His company was an inch away from beating Lazarus, but then he was killed.
Even if this is true.
It is true. You can look it up.
Even still, I don't see how this is our fault.
2 men dead? That doesn't sound fishy to you.
Should it? What kind of men do you take us for? I have sympathy for that artist, but he was obviously unstable. And as for this John Goldwater person, I have never heard of him. You'll need more evidence than that if you want to convince me of anything.
2 people have died.
Yes, so you said.
That doesn't bother you.
Neither of those men have anything to do with us. If you're looking for a conspiracy, you're looking in the wrong place.
I heard that your foundation gave money to Lazarus Technologies.
Oh, yes. That was one of our first success stories.
Well, thanks for talking to me. I might be back later.
Sure thing. Drop on by anytime.
Stay put, kid. I'm gonna snoop around.
Still not gonna say anything? Come on now. She's
Hey,
accusing me
Charlie,
left and
is this
right.
wireless internet?
Of course, it won't.
Then
Give it a rest.
Come in. Oh, hello. Again?
Have you ever heard of a company named Lazarus?
Sorry, no.
What do you know about the Meltzer Foundation?
Why, are you looking for a loan?
Maybe. You deal with them?
They invested in our last film.
Water Under the Bridge?
That's the one.
I assume they got their money back since the film was such a success.
Not that it's any of your business, but yes, they did.
Anything else you can tell me about the Meltzer Foundation?
Any deal between Meltzer and CubeStar is private information. If you want to learn more about them, look them up. They're on the internet.
Thanks for the chat, Monique.
Sure.
Joey, I'd like to talk to you.
What is it?
You think Lazarus Technology really killed John Goldwater?
No, I think our elderly lady friend is the guilty party.
So they're a dead end.
Not necessarily. Any lead is a good lead.
You think Lazarus
No,
So
not
choked to death. You know.
Do me a
I think we've learned everything we
Have we?
I don't know about
Sweet
review. Let's just That's all for now.
Sure.
I'm ready if you are.
It's about time. Let's scram.
Go right in.
Hi, Paul.
Hi again. What can we do you for?
Do you know anything about Frank Lyons, the actor?
Of course. Can you believe it? A heart attack at his age. He looked healthy. Of course.
Monique told me that you invested in CubeStar Films.
Monique, oh yes, she's the executive producer, isn't she?
Yes.
She's doing a great job. That place is earning money hand over fist.
Monique told me that you...
Monique.
Yes.
She's doing a
Do you know anything about Frank...
Of course. You looked?
Have you ever... Have you ever... He was a reporter...
Hey, that's it. Charlie used to work there. Hey, Charlie, did you know Joseph Mitchell?
Everyone knew him, Paul. He was a living legend.
A living legend. How about that?
Have you ever... CubeStar Films became successful after Frank Lyons died.
Did they? I suppose they did.
That benefits you too, doesn't it?
Oh, I see where this is going.
Let me break it down for you, Paul. Frank Lyons dies, and CubeStar Films becomes successful overnight. Claude Erdin commits suicide, and now the Park Gallery is selling priceless works of art. John Goldwater dies, and Lazarus Technologies becomes rich and powerful. All these companies are represented by you. Don't you see how this looks?
This is a total coincidence. I'm sure of it.
Is it?
It is. And I'll tell you another thing. I don't like these accusations. I think you should leave.
I am going to get to the bottom of this.
Maybe you will, but it has nothing to do with us. Now go, before I call the police.
Come on, let's blow and let him stew for a while. Yeesh.
She's crazy.
Crazy with teeth. You gotta watch out for women like that, Scooter.
Scooter, you haven't called me that since we were kids.
Really? Maybe I should start calling you that again.
Whatever.
God, thank you. Finally.
The card can't be used like that. My computer. It's not the latest.
Check into his again. Call in the people. Okay.
Charles doesn't get a lot of emails, it seems. There's just a bunch of names in his inbox. Frank Lyons, John Goldwater, Claude Erden. Joey, look at this. It's like a hit list of everyone who was killed by the Countess.
So Charlie was writing about each of the victims. I knew there was something fishy about that place. Come on, let's go back there and talk to him.
What on earth do we say?
Think of something, kid. History is repeating itself, and I don't... What was that?
It looks like his inbox is being updated. My name. That's my name.
That son of a... Mess with us, Willie.
He just marked me. I'm next.
Look, don't worry. She might not come right away. We have time to plan.
You killed Claude. And the others.
I did not kill. I healed them.
Can it? We've heard this song before. Just back away, real slow-like.
I only want to help.
I think we've had about enough of your help, lady. Back off, kid. I'm ready this time.
I have to help her. Just let me help her.
Oh, yeah? Help yourself to this.
Get away from him.
Kid, she's here to kill you. I can handle her. Just make yourself scarce.
Joey, are you all right?
Just peachy. Get out of here, will ya?
So, Griff, what's up? What exciting adventures are you having today?
Are you feeling all right?
I don't know. Let's ask Griff, shall we? So, Griff, how do I look to you? Thanks, Griff.
This
That's
is
very sweet of
inappropriate
you.
dialogue.
So what did he say?
Teddy bears can't talk.
Right.
What are you
I don't want to get out of here.
It's fine where it is.
No, it's not.
No
Come
time,
on.
no time. I've got to do something. Get away from him.
Kid, she's here to kill you. I can handle her. Just make yourself scarce.
Damn it. It's not working. All this ghost activity must have shorted out something. No time, no time. I've got to do something. It's too early to sleep. I don't know why I even bother keeping that. Remote controls don't work when Joey is around.
Dialogue.
What are you, crazy? Get out of here!
Damn it! It's not working. All this ghost act. I'm not rooting through my trash. I've read them all. It's fine where it is.
Boy, I can do weird things and then we're right in the middle of danger.
There's nothing else on the calendar.
You know, I haven't saved for a while.
The card can't be used like that.
Totally good.
I'll water it later.
I don't want to walk out.
I don't have time to sit around. It's fine where it is. I don't need to water it. It's fake. I can't think of anything.
I don't want to leave him. I like him. They just saved.
Nishanti? You home? Nishanti? She's not in. Not that it matters. She wouldn't be able to protect me from a ghost anyway.
Where is she? She isn't far. I can sense her.
You think I'm telling you?
Where?
Well, I know for sure she's not through that door behind you.
No place to go. I can't run away unless Joey comes with me, and Joey's the only thing holding her back. Come on, Rosa. Auntie did it 30 years ago, so can you. I wish you were here, Auntie. I really do.
That's far enough, sister.
Joey, leave it.
Leave it? Like hell.
Don't you kill Joey.
Auntie's picture fell off the wall. I'll hang it back later, assuming there is a later. Hey, look at this.
Who? That's... I wanted to help her.
And look where it got you. You think anyone appreciates your help?
No. No!
Well, I did the right thing.
How did we end up here?
I have brought you here. You are safe now. I have saved you.
Saved me? What do you mean, saved me? What did you do? Joey, did she kill me? Am I dead?
I don't know. Lady, I suggest you start talking.
There is nothing to say. You are safe now, both of you.
My dear, you carry on so.
You. It's you. I've been looking for you for so long. Why did you leave me?
My poor host, you cast me out. You broke our bond. It's too late to repair it.
What? No. Why would I do that?
Your mind is so broken that you do not remember. My, you are a mess. You don't even know your own name, Countess, indeed. Regardless, it is time for this to end.
End? Is there an end?
For you, there can be, if you let me.
I trust you, Madeline. I always will trust you.
Rosangela Blackwell, Joseph Malone, it is a pleasure to finally meet you. I'm sorry it had to be under such unpleasant circumstances.
Unpleasant is right. Who are you?
My name is Madeline, and a long time ago, I was this poor soul's spirit guide. She corrupted our bond, and I'm afraid the damage to both of us was quite severe. Can you help us? Can you help us end this cycle of death?
Who are you?
As I said, my name is Madeline, and a long time ago, I was a spirit guide to the woman you know as the Countess. We were bonded, much like you and your guide are, but much has changed, and time is short. Will you help us?
I know you.
I have been trying to reach you in your dreams. At long last, I am able to manifest myself here, but time is short. Will you help us?
Yes, I'll help you. I don't have much choice. She's killed me.
Killed you? No! She left you quite unharmed. But regardless, there is no time to waste. Come with me. Now just relax.
Hey, what's the big idea? All right, you. Talk. Where are they?
The pattern! They're going to fix the pattern!
Talk sense, will ya?
The source! Cut off the source and the pattern will revert.
Why do I bother? Great. Trapped on another plane of existence with the Countess of Crazyville. They better know what they're doing.
Hey, what happened? How did you do that?
This is where the link originates.
Link?
The bond between your Countess and her hosts. Part of her is trapped here. You must remove it.
Madeline, could I talk to you?
Of course.
Where are we?
You have been to this plane before. You have brought many lost spirits through here.
Well, yes, but there was never a diner before.
I can understand your confusion, but it is not a real diner. It is metaphorical. As you know, there is a bond between the Countess and her current host, and the bond is represented by this diner. You will find out more inside.
Why is it represented by a diner?
The Countess used to spend lots of time in diners like these. You will find out more inside.
This bond, how do I break it?
Part of the Countess is trapped inside. You must find it and remove it.
How did the Countess break the bond between you?
She did not break the bond, but moved it. To be rid of me, she had to form a bond with someone living. Someone who could, in essence, become her guide. How she acquired this knowledge, I do not know. I only know that it was accomplished.
Who did she pass it to?
Joe Gould. It was an easy task, since his mind was already broken. Upon Gould's death, it was passed on to Joseph Mitchell.
And now Charlie Meltzer.
Yes, it must be broken if this is to end.
How did the Countess get so...
insane?
Yes.
Like you, her mind is a door to another plane of existence. By corrupting our bond, she opened that door so wide that it flooded her mind with unfathomable knowledge. She essentially has the universe inside her head, and no human mind can contain that. It broke her. She sees everything but understands nothing. If she didn't banish me to this place between worlds, I might feel more pity.
Did you know her when she was alive?
Of course. We spent almost 30 years together.
What was she like?
Different. Happier. She loved helping those in need. But it no longer matters. She is the one who needs help now.
This bond, how do I break it?
Part of the Countess is trapped inside.
Thanks, Madeline. I'm going to see what I can do.
I will be waiting right here.
For the upteenth time, I have no money for your fund.
Show some pity. At least lend us a cigarette.
Ahem. I believe we got company.
Ah. Miss, could you perhaps spare a few dollars for the Joe Gould Fund?
I'm a long way from home. Hello.
Hello. My name is Joseph Ferdinand Gould. I am graduate of Harvard magna cum difficultate and chairman of the board of Wheel and Woe Incorporated. In exchange for a drink, I'll recite a poem, deliver a lecture, argue a point, or take off my shoes and imitate a seagull. I prefer gin, but beer will do.
I've been hearing a lot about you lately.
My reputation precedes me.
I saw your portrait in the Minetta.
The Minetta. Yes, I'm quite famous there, you know.
I gathered.
It's all thanks to Mitchell, of course. The Joe Gould Fund filled its coffers nicely when he wrote his article.
What are you doing here?
I don't quite know myself. We've all got to be someplace. As I understand it, I was mentally linked to my old friend, the Countess. I wish I'd known. It explains everything that my work was trying to prove.
Your work?
I have had many callings. I studied the seagulls of the world and learned their language. I spent months measuring the heads of 1,000 Chippewa Indians. But before I died, I was putting to paper the most important literary work known to man, the oral history of our time. It was a compilation of the conversations of the city, overheard in bars, subways, street corners, and diners. Put together and studied properly, it would have revolutionized everything.
How would it have revolutionized everything?
We were all connected, every single one of us. But how? Think of the ramifications if we found out.
It sounds like quite an undertaking.
It was my life's work.
I just realized I've been recording for a pretty long time, so I'm gonna cut it off here, and I will see you all in the next part, and I apologize.